I'm sure some of you are familiar with the mysterious case of Elisa Lam, the young girl whose body was discovered in the water tank at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California, USA. There have been many theories on her death, such as accidental drowning, her being murdered by Richard Ramirez, and even Illuminati sacrifice. However, some people believe something paranormal took place that led to her death/disappearance. One theory is, Elisa is in the elevator for a long time, and the elevator door just won't close. Some believe it's because Elisa had actually died earlier, and the woman in the video is actually Elisa's ghost. Hence why the door refuses to close. The elevator doesn't recognize her presence due to her being deceased. The other, more intriguing theory, is that Elisa was playing a paranormal game, known as the elevator game. The elevator game is one of the more well-known and easier methods to enter an alternate reality. It is a Korean ritual which involves using an elevator as a vessel to enter the other world. There are many different versions of this game, that have slightly altered rules to the version we will be talking about. However, for the sake of simplicity, we will only be talking about the most popular version of the ritual. What you will need is a building that has at least 10 floors overground. An elevator in the building that is capable of going 10 floors overground. You must be the only person performing this ritual. If you bring anyone else along with you, the ritual will not work. Once all of those requirements have been ticked off, you may proceed with the ritual. While you can do this ritual at any time, I recommend you do it at a time when it is less busy for reasons that will be stated later on. Step 1. Enter your chosen building. Step 2. Enter an elevator. Make sure you stay on the first floor. Step 3. Press the button for the 4th floor. If anyone happens to get on with you, do not continue with the ritual. This is why I suggested that you do this ritual at times which are less busy. Step 4. Once you reach the 4th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 2nd floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 5. Once you reach the 2nd floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 6th floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 6. Once you reach the 6th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 2nd floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 7. Once you reach the 2nd floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 10th floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 8. Once you reach the 10th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 5th floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 9. Once you reach the 5th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 1st floor. So far, everything has been dull. You simply press some buttons, wait for the elevator to reach that floor, then pick another floor. All while praying no one else enters the elevator and ruins the ritual. However, This is when things begin to get paranormal. Step 10. A woman might enter the elevator on the 5th floor. If this happens, do not look at her. Do not speak to her. Do not touch her. She is not what she seems. If you break any of the instructions in bold, you might as well say goodbye to your normal life, and I mean it in a bad way. To put it bluntly, she will take you as one of her own. Or she may not capture you immediately and instead try to give you a good scare first before capturing you. Step 11. From here, two things will happen. If the elevator descends, the ritual has failed. Once the elevator arrives at the 1st floor, get out and leave the building immediately without comment and do not turn back whatsoever. You can try the ritual again. If the elevator ascends, you may continue with the ritual. If you are beginning to have second thoughts about this ritual, this is your last chance to stop. To end this ritual, press the button for the 1st floor before the elevator passes the 9th floor. Once you reach the 1st floor, leave the building without comment and do not turn back. Once the elevator reaches the 10th floor, you have two options. You can stay aboard the elevator. You can leave the elevator. Should you choose to leave the elevator, you will need to stay vigilant. You can become easily disorientated in the other world. Reports have varied of what is in this dimension. Some reports have included a dark red cross in the sky and that electronic devices, such as phones, stop working. The lights may also be shut off and there might be a strange mist filling the floor. However, the most prominent feature of this twisted reality is that there will only be you, and the woman who entered the elevator. Exiting the alternate reality is just as easy as entering it. However, the instructions will vary depending on if you decided to leave the elevator or not. If you chose to stay aboard the elevator. Step 1. Press the button for the 1st floor. Step 2. Once you have reached the 1st floor, leave the building and do not turn back. If you chose to leave the elevator. Step 1. Enter the same elevator you used to enter the other world. Step 2. Go to the following floors in the order shown: 4-2-6-2-10-5. Do not get out when the doors open. Step 3. Once you have reached the 5th floor, press the button for the 1st floor. Step 4. The elevator might ascend to the 10th floor. If this happens, cancel the ascension by press the button for the 1st floor repeatedly until the elevator starts descending. Do this before the elevator reaches the 10th floor. Step 5. Once you have reached the 1st floor, do not get out just yet. Take a look around the area outside the elevator. Are there people? If so, are they reacting normal? Does anything seem out of place? If you feel you have not returned to the normal reality, repeat steps 2 to 4, until you are certain you have left the other world. Step 6. If you have been correct about your judgment and have returned to our normal reality, leave the building without comment and head home immediately without looking back. Step 7. If you have been incorrect about your judgment and have decided to leave the elevator, I'm sorry. The only advice I can give you is to hurry back to the elevator. If you somehow lose track of the elevator or you get caught by something, get comfy, as you will probably never return back home. If you faint while you are in the other world, you will wake up at your house. However, make sure you look around when you wake up. You might still be in the other world. As stated previously, do not look, touch or speak to the woman. Her appearance could be an illusion to try and trick you. Make sure you keep a note of these instructions, as electronic devices may not work. So, was Elisa Lam playing the elevator game? You decide.